Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Dead Teenagers, which is a new horror film that completes a new horror trilogy from writer-director Quinn Armstrong. And this film basically focuses on Mandy, played by Jordan Myers, this young woman with a group of her friends, dealing with, just regular young people stuff. A bunch of teenagers, and then slicing and dicing, and people start dying, but then it keeps getting weirder than that, and more abstract, and bigger, and then this completely goes off the rails in terms of trying to tell a story. You obviously can tell with all three of these films they were made on smaller budgets. Some of the acting here is noticeably uneven. There's definitely moments where people are overacting in an obnoxious way. I think it is going for like a campier kind of feel, and sure, that really matches with the over-the-top bloody nonsense that's happening for at least a decent chunk of this 80-minute film. And I think if you're in for slicing and dicing, crazy, over-the-top, ridiculous kills for a bunch of teenagers doing teenager stuff, it has that for a while. And then things get a lot more abstract. It starts strangely connecting with the other films that never felt like they were really connected. And to be honest, the last 20 some odd minutes of this feels so strange. You start going through the credits again and things are happening in different ways, and then this uncomfortable edit to something completely different, and it's bouncing all around. And I feel like there's some kind of ambition here from Armstrong trying to tell a meta kind of story and something more unique and abstract than just your straightforward slasher horror film with a bunch of teenagers in it. But when it got to that point, things got so confusing and muddled and just incoherent a lot of the times that it feels like this film was really overstepping its bounds, where it had something good going with some interesting choices and twists and turns, but then by the time it really hits its climax, you're just wondering, what am I watching anymore? And by the end, it feels very unsatisfying. You're not quite sure where all of this came from, and you're left with this hollow feeling of, okay, well, I was having some fun for what it is, this low-budget slasher teenage horror film. And then it tries to do all these different things, and it doesn't really hit. And in the end, this becomes a really messy, cluttered kind of film that doesn't really pack that punch at the end. But those are my thoughts on Dead Teenagers. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.